The reason I love one-on-one training is because I love having the ability to take someone from point A to point B, but to make sure they do it the right way. And that's the reason I started Catalyst Specialized Personal Training.
My name's Jeannie. I've been coming to Catalyst for a year. I usually come here once or twice a week for my personal training sessions. I also try to take advantage of some of the group sessions that they have. They have drop-in strength classes, and it's just been a really great experience getting to know a group of like-minded people that are super supportive of each other, both in the gym and outside of the gym. And it's a real community feeling here, being part of the Catalyst team.
The goals here are different at Catalyst as opposed to larger gyms, because when you see people go to those gyms, like, people know what they want, but I don't think they know exactly how they want to get there. So if someone came in here and their goal was to bench 300 pounds, that's a great goal to have, but what we first do is get you to do a push-up. And if you can't do a push-up properly, then you have no business getting under the bar and manipulating that much weight. So we break it down, and maybe their end goal is still the same, but now their goal is to be able to, at least do a push-up without having any shoulder pain at all. And that's where we start. And then from there, you can progress a little bit differently. So I guess some of the goals are the same as what you'd see at the bigger gyms, but the way we get there is a lot different here.
Not so far out.
I've had friends ask me about personal training, and I tell them that if you go to a box gym or a regular gym and you're not working with someone, how do you know where you're at? How do you know what you should be doing, really? If you're just repeating the same exercises over and over again, how do you know you're progressing? When you work with someone one-on-one who can actually see you progress, and it can actually, he's actually sculpting the exercise routines for me individually. I couldn't do the exercises we're doing now when I first started with him. We started with some very basic, simple exercises. In fact, some of them were so simple, I couldn't believe I couldn't do them. Lying down and raising your leg, it sounds like an easy exercise, but if you're doing it right, it's very difficult unless the muscles are tuned to that. So when you start working with someone weekly, he can see where you're missing something, where you need an adjustment to your exercise program, how many exercises you may be doing. That you only get when you work with someone one-on-one like Brian.
I'm passionate about fitness because I'm tired of seeing a population of people that move very, very poorly. So there are people in the world that live with their knee pain, they live with their back pain, they live with their shoulder pain. And the reason that they live with it is because they don't know anything else. That's what they think is supposed to happen as they get older. So the reason that I opened Catalyst is because I want to let everyone know that there is a way to get rid of these injuries. There is a way to move the way that you used to when you were younger. There's a place where trainers aren't going to yell at you, they're not going to scream at you and tell you what to do. They're going to support you and get you to reach your goals in a proper way, where you don't get re-injured, where you don't, wonder, why am I doing these exercises? But you start to see progress almost immediately. You start to become a little more pain-free. And then you start to think about fitness in a way that you never did before. You start to think about, maybe being able to run the 5K that you never thought was possible because of your knee pain, or being able to even rake the leaves because your back doesn't hurt anymore. And that's why we got started, and I think that's what makes us different than other gyms.